Welcome to our Be Prepared channel on YouTube. Today's topic will be emergency radios and their importance as one of your key emergency tools. During this Be Prepared segment, we will attempt to answer a simple question. Why an emergency radio? And why this is a must-have tool and not some old-school technology. You might ask why someone needs an emergency radio in this day and age. After all, we have our smartphones, which can access the internet, we have our smart TVs, we have our personal computers and laptops, and we have our smart auto dashboards. During an emergency or power outage, you may not have access to any of these resources. Your smartphone service provider may go down, cell towers may not have battery backup, Wi-Fi may be out of commission. In short, you may lose all of the news and update information that you are used to and need to stay informed. This happened to many of our neighbors in Southern California during the recent power outages. Up-to-date information during an emergency is super critical to your safety. There are two organizations in the United States that you want to hear from. If it is a weather-related emergency, then it is important to be able to hear the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration (NOAA) alerts. In the case of disasters in general, getting updates from the Federal Emergency Management Agency (FEMA) is also critical since they pre-position self-contained emergency communication centers wherever disasters strike. Let's take a look at everyone's first concern, which is cost. Adding an emergency radio to your toolkit doesn't have to be a big dollar outlay. Decent emergency radios can be purchased for as little as $20. A good example of a cost-conscious model is the American Red Cross FR1 emergency radio. Advanced models, like the Kaito KA500, runs for $50, or the Kaito KA900, which costs $100. These pricier radios have more functions and charging features. So, emergency radio price should not hold you back from having one of these in your emergency toolkit. Let's take a look at the basics, or minimum, that you need from an emergency radio. Your radio needs to be easy to operate without access to a regular power source. You want your radio to work even if there is a complete power outage. Almost all emergency radios come with a built-in hand crank to generate power, along with an internal rechargeable battery pack and DC electrical input, so that you can charge the radio if you have access to regular AC power or an inverter connected to your car. This being a radio, of course you want access to local AM and FM stations. In addition to this, you want to be able to access NOAA's emergency weather stations and their weather alerts. Another handy thing to have built into your emergency radio is a LED light or LED flashlight. Almost all basic radios come with these lights built in. Once you get beyond the basics, there are many additional, nice-to-have, capabilities that you may be happy to have when you are faced with an emergency. Keep in mind that the more expensive emergency radios have all of the features of the basic $20 models, plus the following. These units have even more flexibility when it comes to power options, like a built-in solar charging panel and alkaline battery capability as a backup to the rechargeable battery pack. Short-wave signals happen to be able to travel much further than regular radio transmission or cell tower transmission. Having access to short-wave bands as well as 7 pre-programmed NOAA stations and alerts is a significant plus when staying informed is all important. Finally, if you need to charge various portable electronics, these higher-end radios have more charging options and capabilities to keep your things up and running. Here we have a quick visual overview of a typical higher-end emergency radio. You can see on the left there is a fold-away hand crank for generating power and recharging the radio's battery. On the top, in the back, there is the solar panel that opens up for charging and can be tucked away when not in use. On this model you can see the usual AM and FM radio stations. In addition, there are 2 short-wave bands labeled SW1 and SW2. On the backside there are 2 different types of battery. On the left there is a rechargeable battery module. The other 3 batteries are alkaline batteries that cannot be recharged but are easy to replace. Also on the back you can see various types of power in ports, as well as a USB port for charging portable electronics. We hope you have found this Be Prepared video on emergency radios helpful. If you like this video and are interested in the other Be Prepared videos that we are producing, please click on the subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner of this video. You can also be kept informed as we release new videos by clicking on the notification icon beneath the video. The icon looks like a bell, so that you are the first to know about new video releases. Here's wishing that you and your family stay safe, and that with our help you can be prepared. There will be a short audio section that follows that lasts 54 seconds. It is a sample of what a National Weather Service, which is a part of NOAA, alert sounds like. In this sample it is an alert for a tornado watch, but this is what all alerts sound like, and underscores why you need to have an emergency radio available to receive such alerts in an emergency with no power and limited communication options.
The National Weather Service has issued Tornado Watch number 343 in effect until 11 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for the following counties in the listening area: in District of Columbia, Washington; in Maryland, Calvert, Charles, Frederick, Montgomery, Prince George's, and St. Mary's; in Virginia, Arlington, Fairfax, Fauquier, Loudoun, Prince William, Alexandria, Fairfax, Falls Church, Manassas, and Manassas Park.